YouTube, welcome back to this edition of The Ultimate Collector. On today's episode, I want to take a step into my new game room. I want to show you guys around. I want to show you what I've been doing these past several weeks that I haven't been on YouTube. My other big announcement is that I also have recently got engaged, so I've been spending a little bit more time in that direction of my life, which has been an absolute amazing journey. So without further ado, guys, I would like to show you the new game room of The Ultimate Collector. Alright YouTube, here we are in the new game room of The Ultimate Collector. I'm going to start over on what I call the west wall here. Over here I have my 25th anniversary Super Mario Brothers display that I actually purchased. I'm sorry, I didn't purchase, but I picked up from a Sears back Christmas, probably 2009. So I've had this for about 3 years now. This is probably one of the rarest displays that I actually own, next to my Atari Kiosk board that I have. Let's see here, some Radio Shack TRS-80 controllers, complete in their original box, which is really cool. Let me pop this guy open here. They're absolutely teeny tiny. They're crazy small. They're on the side. I don't have a TRS-80, so I just picked them up for super cheap. Got my Menacer over here. Got a couple, let's see here, I have a Teams, this basketball game from the 70s. Got a couple V-Smile handhelds here. This is Cyber Pocket, which you can draw on here. And then there's the V-Smile Pocket. Then in here I've got a whole grip of V-Smile games as well. This whole section in here, besides the Game Boy Advance and Chips Challenge there for the links. But primarily the rest of these are all V-Smile stuff. Look forward to some V-Smile reviews in the future. I know they may sound a little cheesy, but this here is probably one of the funnest areas that I have. This is my retro console area, which is pretty cool. This is a Sears 6-switch Heavy Sixer original, and inside here is my my Atari Heavy Sixer. Moving over here, I have my Intellivision, and then behind it, it's not a retro console per se, but it is it's a handheld of a Coleco, which is pretty cool, and it does play a bunch of old Coleco games. So I just wanted to just put that there. This is pretty cool. Pitfall for the Intellivision. I prefer the Atari. I prefer the Atari version of it. It's actually a lot easier to play. It's a lot graphically nicer looking as well. So over here you have the Sears Tel games, and you have the Atari Junior, the 7800. Then this here is one of the flashback systems. Now I don't know if you guys saw, but I also did a flashback review of the Flashback 1, 2, 3, and 4 on this channel. So if you have a chance, check it out. So moving down here, I have my Commodore 64, VIC-20, and then I also have the floppy disk drive plus the book. Now these aren't retro, I just didn't have a place to put them right at the moment. Here's my Wii and my 360 non-red ring, Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn, 64. I don't have a Super NES, sold it a while ago. Inside here is my carrying case for my 64. Alright. So then over here is just some more display stuff. This is my Atari section. There's some 7800 games. Some plug and plays complete in the box. I guess these are starting to become more and more rare and more valuable, which is quite weird, you know, because they're plug and plays. But especially this one right here, I guess they're going for a decent amount on eBay now. So I don't know. Flashback 4, Flashback 3, Flashback 1. The Nintendo boxes and other items. Now, the white Wii is down here. This one is full. The black Wii, my Advantage. These are Super Nintendo carrying. I'm sorry, these are 64 carrying cases. I've had these for quite a while, several years. I got them at the same time as I got my Nintendo Z-Bag, which I'm still... I love the Z-Bag. This is one of those items, man, if most of you guys remember back in the 80s, or yeah, late 80s, you'd go to a video store, you'd rent a Nintendo, they would come equipped in a Z-Bag like this, except generally they would have something like Hollywood Video or Wayside Video or something like that, you know, just graffitied all over them. So to find one of these in this nice a condition without the graffitis, I think is pretty cool. Down here is some of my Star Wars stuff that I have. These are original from the early days of Star Wars. Let's see if I can figure this out here. I know that these are really, really original, like 80s. Also behind it I have the Star Wars trilogy if you want to play it on piano. Let's see here, 3D Fighter, the Star Wars Kinect Xbox. Yeah, I know, VHS, but this one here is factory sealed as well. This is a special gold collector's edition of it. Original trilogy here, PC Star Wars game, Windu. So, Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back for Atari. This is original from '83 as well. Then this here is chocked full of toys, which I've showed you guys in the past. Here's my Atari kiosk board. Goes to my original Atari kiosk that one day I'll purchase. Down here, just some bags. Over here I got my KO fighting sticks, which I purchased these from Hyperkin. This is my controller tree, guys. I don't know if you guys have ever seen one of these before, but basically I took a coat rack and shortened it down, and now I make a tree for my controllers. Here are some more of my Star Wars toys. Let me move this over here. Now these are all Star Wars plug and plays, which is pretty cool. Alrighty, so moving on, I want to show you guys this. This is my play area. I set this up so one day I can have friends come over and we can do like tournaments of games, you know, Super Mario Brothers, Rad Racer, you know, Tetris, Donkey Kong. See who's the best at it. And I have two TVs back to back. I can hook up two Nintendos. We play it at the exact same time. You know, we just have a blast in here. This one here is actually playing Donkey Kong, but this is the Donkey Kong from the Retro USB Retro Zone. This one here is the Donkey Kong Pie Factory. So it's pretty cool. After you beat this first level, then it goes to the Donkey Kong, then it goes to Pie Factory. So, but this other TV here is playing Rastin. This is one of my favorite games. I remember playing this in the arcade. You know, back when I was first, second grade, Rastin was just everything. It got me into video game collecting, video game playing. So I pay a lot of tribute to Rastin, one of my favorite games of all time. Just the storage set up over here. Got some comic books in there, some autographed video games from Thor Ackerlund and Robin Mahara. Got my toys down in here as well from like the original Transformers movie, and also from Revenge of the Fallen that I bought when they first came out. Had to show you guys this as well. This is my Michael Jackson Moonwalker t-shirt along with the Michael Jackson Moonwalker game. I don't know too many people that have this hooked up in their game room, but I'm fortunate enough to. Over here is just some of my Nintendo stuff. Arkanoid with the controller, Rob holding its Game Boy. Some of the clay figures that I have made. Mega Man, as you see, then Link from Zelda. In the back we have Bump and Jump. This is autographed and signed by Thor and Robin. You know, just some of my games here. Not really a whole lot of NES games as of right now. Just go through here, show you some of this. This is actually really cool. This is a motion controlled Sega Genesis arcade motion. It comes with 40 built-in games. You can also download bin ROMs, so you can put an entire Sega Genesis library on an SD card and play it on this setup right here, which I think is awesome. I got one of these for my buddy R2 Hammer, and did that for him. More Sega games down here. Here's my V-Smile collection. The V-Smile, this V-Motion, then the V-Flash. V-Flash is CD based. This has a wireless controller to it, which is really awesome. Then there's the VTech V-Smile, which has about as much power as a GameCube. So a good friend of mine and myself, and then another gamer. All three of us are actually working on homebrews for this particular system. So you guys will see some of those coming out here probably within the next year. Then I have my wall over here, which is just some box PlayStation systems. You have the PS2 with the online pack, the standard PS2, the Uncharted 3, then the fat PlayStation 3, just some retro games over here, some Atari, let's see here, some Intellivision games. Not anything overly exciting, but PlayStation 2 games. Here's an original PlayStation 2. I bought this particular one back in '02 when PlayStation came out, so this is an original one. It still works. Here's a list of PlayStation 2 games. They cruise back up here, then it starts kind of dwindling out and getting into, you know, Xbox and Wii games here. Not a whole lot. This particular, it's not a Wii game, but it came in the 25th anniversary Wii box. I bought it for $2.99 at the Goodwill, but it was 50% off day. Yay for me. But this is actually the history, and it's actually a music CD and a like an audio commentary CD, which is pretty cool. The VHS collection, I'm working on those. Love my VHSs. Nintendo Powers, strategy guides, you know, PS1 games. Not really a whole lot because I don't really play PS1 a whole lot. The graphics are a little rough for me. So, but other than that, this is my new game room, guys. I'm pretty excited about it. GameCube. Yeah, I got about 6 of those still. But this is my game room, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope one day to be able to shoot some video of having a game night in here and post it up. But until then, YouTube, we shall meet again.